C17 News at 10 on KMIZ starts now.
DNA led to the arrest of a North Carolina man accused in a 1984 rape and attempted murder case. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Marissa Holloway.
And I'm Lucas Geisler. 59-year-old James Wilson was arrested this morning near Charlotte and charged in Boone County with forcible rape and a deadly assault with a weapon. He's currently being held on a $1 million bond.
Tonight, ABC 17's Layla Mitchell starts out our live team coverage by looking at how police linked him to the crime 38 years later. And Layla, police say there could be more victims.
Marissa, Lucas, Chief Jeff Jones says he's not sure. They aren't sure, but in his experience, criminals like this usually have more victims. Now, due to this, they created a hotline. You can see that number on your screen right now, and anyone who has any information on any victims or potential victims is asked to call this number. 38 years after a horrific rape and attempted murder in Northeast Columbia, CPD named its suspect, James Frederick Wilson.
Mr. Wilson won't victimize anyone else anymore.
Columbia police worked on this case for years, working to bring justice to the victim who suffered life-threatening injuries in the attack. On March 24th, 1984, a teenager was walking to work on Wilkes Boulevard by Providence when she was abducted at knife point. Her abductor drove her to the dead end of Wellington Drive, where he parked his car and raped the victim.
After the violent sexual assault, he attempted to cut the victim's throat.
A Columbia, Missourian article from 1984 details the attack and says the victim managed to walk to a residence where she notified police. Due to the injuries to her throat, police had to communicate with her with a pad and pencil, and medical staff collected a rape kit. The case went cold until 2020.
In March of 2020, the case was assigned to Detective Renee Wilbarger. Through advancements in DNA technology, Detective Wilbarger identified James Frederick Wilson, 59, as a potential suspect.
Police were notified of a possible familial match to the suspect, and after getting their hands on Wilson's DNA and matching his yearbook photo with the victim's sketch of the suspect from 1984, police had their suspect.
There were some advancements in forensic science that wasn't available to detectives back in '84.
This was a cold case that has been on the department's mind for years, and at the news conference, Police Chief Jeff Jones had some words for the victim.
I want you to know, if you're listening, that we're here to stand with you, and we're here to stand behind you through this process.
And police said they notified the victim this morning, and police also say that they're just so thankful that they're able to bring some kind of peace to the victim. Wilson is being held in Iredell County on a $1 million bond. And now I'm going to pass the microphone to ABC 17's Marina Diaz, who spoke with prosecutors about Wilson's charges.
Yeah, Layla, I spoke with prosecutor Roger Johnson, who told me that Wilson's charges will have to be tried by the same laws that were in effect in 1984 when the crimes were committed. Boone County Prosecutor Roger Johnson tells me that James Wilson will have to be tried under the laws that were in place in 1984.
At the time, assault in the first degree was attempted murder or attempt to cause or knowingly cause serious physical injury.
Both charges are felonies.
These offenses are both A felonies. The range of punishment is 10 years to 30 years or life.
Johnson says the first degree assault charges have similar punishment today as they did in 1984. However, the rape charges have changed over the years.
Rape has been divided into multiple different levels. Now we have rape in the first degree, which is forcible rape, and that would be an unclassified felony. It's 5 years up to any number of years.
Wilson will now have to face a magistrate in North Carolina in the next few days. Johnson says we will find out following that hearing whether or not Wilson has waived his extradition rights.
They have an opportunity to waive and agree to be transported back. If they decline, they're entitled to a hearing.
Johnson says that if Wilson chooses to pass on the hearing, he could be back in Columbia soon. If he chooses to go to trial, he will have to stand trial, and it could take a long time.
It has to go through our Attorney General's office, our governor's office, then the other state's governor's office, other state's Attorney General's office, to the local agency.
Marissa Lucas Johnson told me that the prosecuting office as well as law enforcement will continue to gather evidence and investigate this case. And they'll also be waiting to see if any other victims come forward or anybody else with information. Reporting live in Columbia, Marina Diaz alongside Layla Mitchell for ABC 17 News.
Thank you both. North Carolina records show Wilson is set to appear in court there tomorrow morning. Once again, we would like to share with you the Columbia Police Department's hotline. If you or anybody you know may be a victim or have information about Wilson, CPD has asked that you call. The number is 573-874-7400.